going, yes, okay. Yes, 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 Swapna ji, yes, yes.
Yeah, Sharon. Cleansing with water or salt water crystals?
No. Okay, so how do you charge the water uh, during the full moon is you take a water bottle,
Mm-hmm.
and that water bottle should be of glass. It should not be of any plastic. It should be of glass. And after that, when you have put the water inside of it, that is the drinkable water, and then you will put an intent into the water. For example, you need good health. Okay. If you need it for yourself, or if you need for somebody who is suffering or ailing, you can make that water bottle for that person as well. So after putting the water inside, put an intent. For example, um, I want to be healthy. My health is restored, and I am absolutely healthy mentally, emotionally, and physically. So, this is the intent and the affirmation that you have to say to the water at least 5 times. And after that, you can just close the lid of the water and then put it under the moon energy. Put it under the moon. And then in the morning, you drink that water first thing in the morning. In the sense, no tea, no coffee. You will drink that water first, and after that, you will start doing your, everyday chores. And if you have to give it to your family, so you can also either you put different bottles with different intent, with different affirmations, or if you want to give that particular you want to give that water, share that water with somebody in your family, you can also do that. But that should be the first thing in the morning, so that it also clears your digestion. It starts working from the first thing in the morning when the sun hits you. So that is how you energize the water. Water should be kept in the glass water bottle. No other material should be used. No plastic, nothing.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you so
Yes.
much.
So this is how you energize your water. If you can do it every day, nothing like it. But new moon and full moon, these are the 2 days where you should always energize your water and drink it the next day. You will start seeing that there is so much improvement that you will face and feel in your body happening. So much of your mental and emotional body will start healing because of the intent and the affirmation that you put. Don't forget to affirm before closing the lid, and let it be there under the moon. And please do not forget to say your thank you and gratitude to the goddess moon, because she will be infusing her energy into the water. So you have to be very grateful to the Mother Earth, to Mother Nature, then Goddess Moon, and the source and angels, of course. So you have to be grateful, grateful, and grateful, because gratitude is the only thing that does the trick. And on full moon, you should always, always, if not you're doing to, every day, at least on a full moon night or a day, you should always speak the gratitude ritual. You should always do the gratitude ritual in which you are expressing your gratitude to each and every thing, person, situation that is there in your life. You should always have gratitude to each and every cell that is there in your body that God has given you. You should be thankful to your parents, the biological parents, and otherwise also who have been there with you, who have brought you into this, who have given you uh, so much of life and love. So be grateful, and be grateful. That's the only mantra on full moon, because full moon is the time when you have to show your gratitude to whatever you have achieved in the past month. Okay. And new moon is the time when you put new intents, new dreams, new aspirations, new goals, when you start telling universe, I want this to happen. So new moon is the beginning of everything, and full moon is saying thank you for whatever the universe has provided you with. Okay. Malika, when we talk about cleansing the crystals, so Each and every crystal has a different way of cleansing and energizing. Each and every crystal has different properties. So one uniform uh, way of doing that does not harm any crystal is putting the crystals under the moon energy. Don't put the crystals in the sun energy, because there are certain crystals who cannot bear the sun energy. There is only one crystal, that is citrine, that actually is able to absorb the sun energy, and that is okay with the sun energy. But not all the crystals are sun energy friendly, you can say. So you should not put them. The only safest way is to put them under a bowl, inside a bowl, and then put the intent that you have to request the goddess moon that kindly cleanse these crystals and energize these crystals with your beautiful energies, and then put them under the moon energy. And then again, tomorrow you can just probably just wash them again, and then put it in their places, respective places. Please do not buy loads and loads of crystals. Please do not buy, don't make your place chaotic. Do not buy a lot of crystals. And if you have bigger crystals, which are called geodes and everything, so you have to keep a different separate place for these bigger crystals, so like geodes and everything. So as far as the crystals, small crystals are concerned, you can do that. Or small crystals are concerned, you can do it with the singing bowls also. If you have got singing bowls, you can put the crystals under this in the singing bowl, and then you can just put that music, singing bowl, whatever, how you play it. So you play that singing bowl, and through the sound therapy, the crystals get cleansed. Not only they get cleansed, but they also get energized. So this you can do on the full moon. Do charge the crystals on full moon, because it is very, very important every month. Copper vessel, Devasmita, it is, see, you can put water in any kind of a water bottle, but it is preferably glass, because the energy, the moon energy that is getting into it, the glass it has a very thin covering. So the energy can straight away penetrate into the bottle. But if we are using the thick material like copper or plastic, it does not let the energy to move inside. So that is why I always say that, preferably it should be glass. So rather than any copper or any other vessel that you're using. Okay. So let's, thank you, Devasmita ji. So let's start meditating for some time. And after that, we will just come here with the fear of rejection. And we are going to discuss that at length today. So if you have not taken few sips of water, please do that before the meditation. Few sips of water, so that you don't have to go to the washrooms again and again. Drink a little bit of water. Why we take the water? Because we are going to attract a lot of cosmic energy inside of our body, and our body has to be hydrated in order, so that our body is well capable of taking all the cosmic energy. For that, we need to be hydrated. We need to keep our body hydrated. And after that is a post meditation. Also, we should always drink water, because we have already taken so much of cosmic energy inside. So the water, it calms and balances that level of energy, because our body is 70% water. So it balances that cosmic energy with our energy that is already there inside of us. So it does the balancing. So you should always drink few sips of water after meditation as well. Okay. So we'll do a little bit of meditation, and then we'll come back, right? So please sit in a comfortable position. It is not going to be a guided meditation today. It's going to be a music meditation. So enjoy the music, and enjoy the company of your breath and your soul today. So let me know whether the music is okay. Enjoy the music. It's a little different music, but please do enjoy the music and try to be with your soul. Happy meditating. slowly and gently, whenever you want to, whenever you feel like coming back to your physical consciousness. You can come back by gently opening your eyes and welcoming the world with a beautiful smile on your face. Welcome, everyone. Hope you had a magical and mystical meditation. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Welcome back to this physical realm, this material realm, to this Mother Earth. Welcome back. Thank you, Devasmitaji. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, I hope you had a magical, mystical feeling. So I just wanted to share this music because this is one of my favorites. It just takes me to the angelic world and that mysterious world and that world of beauty and fairies and angels and enchantment and so many things. So I just thought that I should share with all of you today this meditation music. Okay, so if everybody is back. Oh, wow, Devasmitaji. So you were in the beautiful garden? Yeah. Yeah, thank you, Binduji. Thank you so much. Thank you. So for the first time when I heard this music, I felt that I was in the forest. So, and there's so many fairies, so many angels there who are talking to me. So it's a beautiful, magical feel to this music. So now if everybody has come to their physical self, so let's start with our session that is on understanding the fear of rejection and understanding your fear and how to let go of these fears. Are we ready? Yes, we are. So, in order to understand the fear of rejection, we need to understand first what is fear. Because unless and until we understand what is fear, we will not be able to understand what is the fear of rejection and how it comes into us. Okay. So when we talk about the fear, fear is basically a blockage that is there within each one of us that actually prevents us from leading a very harmonious state of being. So now what happens when the fear creeps inside our body, the mental body, the physical body, the emotional body, what happens is that we get and we become hypersensitive to the judgments of the other people. We become hypersensitive to the opinions that are being formed by the other people. Suppose we have got any situation in the past or we have had a situation in the past. I'm talking about this incarnation during the childhood, adulthood, or at the time of the teenager, when you're a teenager, if you have got, if you had a particular situation which was physically threatening to you, or which was something that would give you a lot of pain or painful memories, so what you do because of this fear, you try to put it under the carpet. You put it under your subconscious mind. You do not try to understand that if we are doing that, if we are pushing it under the rug, or if you're pushing it in the subconscious mind, one trigger and that fear will resurface. So now we are humans, right? And what happens is, because we are human, so our natural instinct is to avoid all the fears that we have inside of us, be it in our subconscious or be it anywhere. So what we do is we try to lead a very bland and very predictable life, so that we are not face to face to a situation where we have to face our fears. And that is the reason why we are so scared of the changes as well. Why changes? Why are we scared of the changes? Because change always releases fear. We know it. Change releases fear. But we do not have those guts to actually come face to face and look in the eyes of the fear and say that, yes, we are going to defeat you. So that is the reason why we do not want to bring any change in our lives. And that is why we just try to lead our lives in a very predictable and comfortable way, where we want to just let those fears creep inside of us. And, we just want those fears to be inside of us. We don't want, that we should face those fears at all. So now what happens is, when we talk about fear, there are so many types of fears that people have. And I have not come across any person in these so many years of my counseling who is devoid of any fear, including me. There is nobody who is without any fear. There's no person who is fearless. Yes, we are working towards that. Everybody is a work in progress, but there is not a single person who doesn't have one fear that is there inside of that person. So it can be a fear of being judged. It can be a fear of being opinionated. It can be a fear of isolation. It can be a fear of abandonment. It can be a fear of, you can say, not being accepted in the society. Any kind of fear. But one fear, which is common in most of the people that I've found, in adults, as well as teenagers, as well as the kids, is the fear of rejection. Now, let's understand a little bit that why does this fear of rejection come inside of us? What is the reason? Why do we have this feeling of rejection? Because people who have this fear of rejection will always make an effort continuously, constantly, persistently to be accepted in the society. They will go to any extent to be accepted in the society. They would want to blend in, no matter at what cost they are going to do that, but they would want to blend in because they want to be a part of the society. And that is one of the reasons why these people have fear of rejection. And what is the underlying fear of, of the people who have this fear of rejection is that they don't want to be alone. This feeling of loneliness eats them up. They don't want to be alone. They want to be a part of the society, no matter how society treats them. They don't want to go out of the society. No matter the norms that are kept by the society might be hitting them hard, but they want to be a part of the society because they want to be accepted. Because we humans are social creatures and we cannot live, we cannot survive without having any ties with anybody. and we cannot have a, lonely existence, so to speak. Second reason why we generally have this fear of rejection is because, probably at some point of time, we might have had some kind of a situation in which we might have, you know, seen something really bad, or we might have experienced something really bad, and we have, put it inside of us, and this fear of rejection actually starts triggering, and we don't want that, fear to trigger. Third reason is that there are fears, and there are minor fears also. So somebody probably might be feeling that the person is not beautiful. So that is a feeling, a fear that is there inside of her. Although she might be beautiful, but still she thinks that she's not beautiful. So what happens is, if somebody rejects her, that fear comes out that, see, I told you, you're not beautiful, and that is why you're being rejected in the society. So this fear of rejection eats them up. Why? Because the underlying fear that they have, that they are not beautiful, they don't have self-worth, they don't have self-esteem, is being questioned by these people. That is why they get scared. And then this fear creeps inside of them. When I talk about, there's so many people who ask me this question, that what are the signs, Sharoo? What is basically, how can we actually see that whether this fear exists in us or not? So what happens usually is that, because we have so many fears inside of us, and we don't want to tell the people that, oh my God, we are so, fearful of so many things. So if I say something to people that, if I'm with a client and I'm telling the client that, do you think you have a fear of rejection? That person clearly, bluntly tells me on the face, no, I do not have a fear of rejection at all. But in the subconscious mind, they do have a fear of, rejection. And everybody has this feeling. Probably, it is not there. It is in our subconscious mind, and that is why we are not able to understand that this fear exists in each one of us. Maybe it's bare minimum, maybe the percentage differs, but it does exist somewhere there inside of us. So when we talk about the signs, yes, there are few signs that actually tells you, these are the parameters that tells you that, yes, whether you have this fear of rejection inside of you. Number one, the first sign is, you will never say no to anyone. You will not be able to say no to anyone, no matter how much you agree to what the other person is saying or not, but you will not say no. You will always struggle to share your opinion with other people. Why? Because you will always think that, if I share my opinion about a particular thing with the other people, they will judge me, they will demean me, they will put a question mark on my self-worth, they'll put a question mark on my self-esteem, which you don't want because you are fearful. You become very self-conscious. You keep checking yourself. Sharu, are you doing this right? What if people judge you if you do that? What if you do something and it proves to be wrong? You keep criticizing yourself no matter what. Even if you are able to do something right, you will not do it. Because this constant questioning, interrogation that is there happening inside of you, this self-criticism that is there inside of you, will make you so anxious, will make you so nervous, that you will not be able to share any opinion about anything to anybody. You will also start feeling, if you have a fear of rejection, you will start feeling socially isolated. No, they are not accepting me. No, I am alone. There's nobody there with me. I can't do that to myself. this kind of a feeling, this kind of an emotion will come inside of you. Then there's another form of, the other feeling, another form of feeling or emotion. You would always want to be like someone else rather than being your own self. You will always say, no, Sharoo, you should not be this, what you are. This is not you. You should become like her. You start comparing yourself with the other person. See, look at her. She is so good. She speaks so well. She's being accepted in the society. She's being applauded. Look at the Facebook, her Facebook account. There's so many likes. There's so many, people who are following her. But Sharoo, look at you. How many likes do you get? 7, 8, 10? That's it. And look at her. She's getting 300, 500, 1,000 likes. She's got so many views. Now suddenly this feeling will start coming into Sharoo, that Sharoo, you have to be like her rather than, being your own self. So if any of these emotions that I just discussed right now with you, if any of this emotion or feeling has just touched you even once in your life, then you have a fear of rejection inside of you, which you need to understand, which you need to take care of, because if you don't, it will completely start eating you up and it will not let you live your life properly the way you should. Trust me, I have been on that road. This fear of rejection was so much inside of me. I could not even speak these words that I'm talking right now in front of you. I could not, trust me. Because I used to compare myself. I used to compare my worth with somebody else. Oh my God, she's so good. I can't. I can't hold the stage. I can't hold the platform. No, people will judge me. So now what happens is, when any kind of a fear comes inside of us, we start thinking from a very fearful mindset. And when we start thinking from that imprisoned, fearful mindset, what happens is we become very hyper vigilant. Hyper vigilant means we become very anxious of each and every one who is around us, because we start feeling that each and every person who's there in front of us is judging us, is watching us. And why are they watching us? Because they want to judge us. Actually, this is not the case. They're not doing that. But still, we will always have a feeling that whosoever is standing in front of me, or whosoever is standing with me, they are watching each and every move that I'm doing, and they are judging me, by each and every move. There was a time when I used to go in the metro, and there was so much of fear inside of me that I used to feel that people who were there, the ladies who were there, the women who were there, they used to stand in the groups, okay? And I used to feel that, they're just talking about me. So I used to look at my clothes. I used to feel so anxious. I used to look at my clothes, and I used to see that whether, am I looking good? Are they commenting on me? Are they thinking, am I looking good for them or not? Are they thinking that I'm wearing a good, t-shirt, or am I well dressed? So I used to get very anxious. But then, slowly and gradually, when the awareness started coming and when the angels started helping me, I got to know and I realized certain things, which I'm going to share with you right now because of my experiences. I started feeling that these people are not watching me. Why? Because each and every person who is there in your life, they are having their own struggles. We need to understand that. They have their own set of problems and challenges that they have to look into, and you are not the only one who about whom they are thinking. You're the only one who has to think about it, not them. They are not watching you. And if at all they are watching you, if at all they are judging you, that means you can say that, that tells volumes about that particular person. Probably that person is going through his own set of insecurities, which he's projecting on you, maybe. Or maybe he's projecting his own fears onto you. So, Sharoo, don't take any criticism personally, because it is not necessary that they are talking about you. And even if they are talking about you, it's okay. Probably they have their own fears and they're projecting it on you. And when I understood this, I started feeling that, oh, yes, it is not necessary that they are just looking at me and they are judging me. And even if they are judging me, it's okay. It is their karma. Let them do their karma. I will do my karma. I will not think about it at all. Next is self-love, which I learned the hard way. Because we usually we do not think about ourselves. And I'm just not talking about the women folk here. I'm talking about the males also. But comparatively, when we talk about male and the female, yes, she's the one who does a lot of compromises and sacrifices as compared to men. I'm not saying that men do not sacrifice or compromise, or they are not, doing what the women are doing. But when we compare the figures, when we compare our Indian tradition, women have always given importance to the family first and then to herself. So when I talk about self-love means you have to redirect your focus from what others are thinking about you to what you are thinking about yourself. You have to keep spending your time in reprogramming your thoughts every single minute of the day. You have to keep rewiring your brain. You have to keep reprogramming your thoughts no matter what. Then only will you be able to come out of these fears that you are having inside of you. You have to be more gentle with yourself, and you have to see that each and every thought that is coming inside of you is constructive. It's supportive rather than self-destructive. These thoughts should not destroy you. These thoughts should construct you from inside. They should make you so strong that nobody is able to break you apart. No judgments, no opinions will be able to touch you hard if you start rewiring yourself, you rewiring your thoughts and rewiring your brain. Meditation has always been a very important ingredient in my life. It is like a ritual for me. And so I always tell people that no matter what, even if you're coming back home at 2 o'clock at night, in the morning, you should meditate. Just meditate, meditate, and meditate. Why? I'm not saying that, while meditation, will give you an escape route from your fear. No, it will not. It does the opposite. It brings out the fear. It shows you the mirror. Why? Because it will start, telling you what are the areas, where are the places where you need to improve? Where is the scope of improvement? Where are you lacking? What is your highest potential? What is it that you need to do? So it makes your mind physically and mentally very strong, healthy. So when you have a mental and physical body healthy, your physical body, when you have a mental and emotional body healthy, your physical body will also be healthy. Meditation always brings you back to your present. It does not let you live in the past, which is the major reason of any kind of fear that you have. Another thing that I want to tell you is that whatever fear you have, explore those fears. Don't be scared of them. Don't avoid them. Generally, what happens is that we try using avoidance tactics. We start avoiding it. No, we cannot do this. We cannot do that. We cannot come face to face to the fear. We cannot look in the eyes of the fear, and we cannot say anything to the fear. But I say, look in the eye of the fear and say, yes, I do have that courage to defeat you, no matter what. And root cause of the fear is always hiding in the core beliefs that we have. And when I say about the core beliefs is something that is related to your past incarnations, and it is related to your current incarnation. Because in the past incarnation, why I'm saying is this, that whatever we have gone through in our past, so what happens is whatever negative emotion is there within us, which is very strong and very potent, it makes a mark on the soul. It leaves an energy signature on the soul. And then when that particular soul takes another incarnation, that imprint is there and the soul comes back with that energy signature. So if it is in the current incarnation, if we are talking about the current incarnation, that probably we might be having such core beliefs like, I'm ugly, I'm a failure, I can't do anything right, I'm a disappointment, I cannot make my parents happy, I cannot make myself happy, I cannot make my life happy. These are the core beliefs that we have. We have conditioned ourselves because of the society, because of our parental conditioning, that these core beliefs just reside in ourselves, which has to be taken out. The beliefs should be such which should be flexible. We should keep changing our beliefs. Today, I'll give you one example, simple one, about the change. I am 46 and I don't think so, at the age of 46, anybody would be watching anime. So my son came and he said that, Mom, do you want to watch anime? I said, okay. So, but why do you want me to watch anime? Because he said that, no, because you're the coolest mother on the earth. I said, okay. Micah, if I don't watch it, then he said, that's okay. It's your choice if you don't want to watch it. But it's like, the change should always be there, Mom. So you should keep changing your belief system. You should keep changing this. If you're 46, that doesn't mean that, it should hinder you or stop you from watching something that today the teenagers are watching. And I learned that. I said, God, he's actually hitting me on the belt. I should do that. I should watch anime. And trust me, I enjoyed that anime, which is called Demon Slayer. If you get an opportunity to watch it, please do watch it. It's a beautiful anime, and you get to learn so much with that anime. I cannot even tell you. So I changed my thinking. That no, 46 doesn't mean that you cannot watch anime, it's for the teenagers. No, I need to change my belief system, my core beliefs. So you need to change constantly, no matter how small that belief might be. You need to keep updating yourself. You can't just get stuck with one core belief. Similarly, these core beliefs that I'm talking about, that I'm ugly, I have I have come across so many women who loathe their bodies, especially after pregnancy, just because they have put on so much of weight. So they always tell me, Sharu, how will you understand this? Because you have a good body. I always tell them, have you ever asked me, how have I got this body, this kind of a body? Do you think I did not put on the weight after 2 pregnancies? Do you think that I did not work on my body? Yes, I did. But for that, I did work on myself. I used to do my exercises. I do my yoga till today. Meditation, exercise, yoga, all these three things are there in my life. That is how I keep myself fit mentally, physically, and emotionally. It's not that you just keep sitting and you just keep loathing yourself that, oh my God, after the pregnancy, I have got so fat. Darling, you have to get out of the bed and you have to start working out. Then only you will be able to love your body. So for that, you need to do something. You can't just sit back and relax. And then you can't just have that victimized mentality, the victim mentality that, oh my God, it has happened with me. So you need to change that core belief that you are not ugly. You are beautiful because this is how the Creator has made you. This is how your parents have brought you as a beautiful human being. Each and every person is beautiful over here, even if the person is might be having freckles, the person might be having lots of scars on the face, but the person is internally, externally beautiful. It's up to you how you want yours to look at yourself. If you want to keep self-loathing, then there will be always a fear of rejection that will keep on hanging on your neck. Come out of this victimhood. Another truth that was very liberating for me, which I'm going to share right now, is that, even if you want to put a people pleasing mask because you were scared of being rejected, even if you put that people pleasing mask throughout your life, trust me, there will still be people who will be judging you. If you're too nice, people will still judge you. If you're too rude, people will still judge you. And even if you're neutral, you're not saying anything, you're just sitting quietly at one place, there will be one set of people, one set of friends, one set of relative who will constantly have an opinion about you. Isn't that liberating that no matter what you do, people are going to judge you? So let them be. Let them judge you. Don't give a damn to them. It's okay. Let them judge you the way they want to. Because, anyways, even if I'm sitting, even if I'm reading a book, they're going to judge me anyways. So let them do that. Be with your peace. Let them form opinions about you. It's okay. Now, the question is, what matters is, how are you going to deal with that judgment? You want these judgments to define you, who you are, or you want to let them pass over you? That's absolutely your choice. You want to be who they want you to be, or you want to be what you want to be. That's absolutely up to you to decide. If you are giving the reins of your life to those people who are judging you, who are rejecting you, then you will keep doing that till you die. And in the next incarnation, you will have the same imprint with your soul, and you will go with the same soul imprint, same energy signature. So now it depends upon you, because I decided I will not let anybody ruin my life. No judgment, no opinion is going to ruin my life. I will define myself. I will define who Sharoo Sahni is. I will not give this power to anybody to define who Sharoo is. And I will work on myself. I will work on my weaknesses. I will work on my points, those points that probably they will turn into the positives later. I will work on my failures. That is my prerogative. But I will not let anybody or anybody's opinion ruin my life. Now, there's certain things that, which I want to talk about is how to let go of fear. Although I've told you so many things that will help you, come out of this fear, whatever fear you are having, any kind of a fear. But there is one thing that I also want to tell you is that, you know, whenever we talk about fear, you should always first recognize it. This concept is called gaining consciousness. Why is it called gaining consciousness? Is when you become conscious of your own weaknesses, when you become and recognize your own weak points, when you become aware of your own fears that you have. For example, you're going somewhere and there was a trigger. All of a sudden, there is an awareness inside of you. You are gaining consciousness. There is a conscious, you become conscious of a feeling that, okay, Sharoo, you're starting you're starting to get freaked out now. You're freaking out. So when you start understanding and recognizing the particular place and situation where these things start triggering you on, that is the first step where you will be winning that fear. When you start recognizing that fear, that, okay, Sharoo, you're freaking out now. Oh, yes, I'm freaking out. Now, the next question is you will keep talking to yourself. Because when you talk to yourself, when there's a self-talk involved, there will be a lot of clarity also that will be coming in your life. So start asking the questions. Sharoo, what are you afraid of? What happened? What are you afraid of happening? Do you think it's going to happen again? So these are the kind of questions that you keep asking and asking and asking all the time. At that time, when you have recognized the fear, and then if you're at home, start naming it and start writing it down. Whatever your emotions were or are, whatever you were feeling or you are feeling, just keep writing down and just give it a name. Because that is the time when you will start letting go, because now you have recognized it. So this is the trigger, this is the time that I get freaked out, and this is the time I just lose a grip on myself. This is the time when this fear completely envelops me. And then now you know how to take care of these situations. Because now you're strong, because now you're not going to avoid the fear. Because the more you avoid the fear, the more they will grow in magnitude. So much so that it'll be very difficult for you to free yourself from them. So do not avoid your fears at all. So once you have written them, once you are letting it go slowly and gradually, the next step is, which you all know, forgiveness. This is my favorite word, forgiveness. And forgiveness doesn't come easy. Whenever we are going to talk about fear, fear always gets activated when we are either sticking to our past or we are thinking about the future. So, when we start forgiving and letting go of our past, when we start focusing on our now, on our present, what happens is that we start coming back to our natural self. What is the essence of forgiveness? I'll tell you the essence of forgiveness as far as this fear is concerned. The essence of forgiveness is I know that it happened and I'm working on it. I'm acting. I was acting out of fear. Now I'm not acting out of fear. And now I am willing to have peace in my life by letting go. This is the essence of forgiveness. I will repeat, the essence of forgiveness is I know that it happened. I know I'm working on that. Probably I've acted out of fear at that time, but now I'm not acting out of fear. But right now, I'm willing to feel peace and I'm willing to let go. When you start having this kind of a feeling, then is the time that fear will no longer be there in your life and you will feel safe and secure. The fear will not have any place in your life. Trust me on that. So I hope this session was helpful and this session helped you all in understanding the fear and how to let go of the fear. So in case if you have got any questions, you're welcome to share or to ask.
Yeah, hi Sharu, this is Lakshmi here.
Uh, you have to be a little louder. I cannot hear.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, 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 yes.
I put my headphones on. Yeah. Yes, thank you for the wonderful session. Yesterday itself, I was talking to Swapna about this fear and anxiety and stress, and today you were explaining it. It's really good. And fear for me, yes, as you said, there is a fear of judgmental, and it depends from situation to situation. When it comes to personal life, I do not have that fear of judgmental, but when it comes to workplace, I'm more cautious because obviously I want to be recognized more. So obviously I'm more cautious, and that fear of judgmental is hitting me hard every day,
Mm,
like every moment, every time, whether I sit, I stand, whether I want to talk, I want to schedule a meeting, there will be something back of my mind triggering, like what if I write like this, what will people think about me, do they think that I'm not writing good? So
mm.
yes, that fear of judgment, like it has become more and more. And yes, thank you for your advice, I'll try working on it and try to get rid like because of this lockdown, now I'm not facing my colleagues or my team members and anything, so I'm feeling bit a good time. So that I think this is now a good time for me to practice all these things so I can get
Yes,
out of the fear completely.
yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And you were saying that fear is only because of the past life incarnation or the present. Is it so? Because I am not fear when it comes to my personal life or anything. I'm not worried whether somebody is judging me. It's only in the workplace I'm having that fear.
Yeah, so probably you might have taken that soul imprint from the past incarnation. It is not necessary that everybody will be having a problem taken out from their past incarnations, but majority of the people, they take that soul signature with them, and they come in the the next incarnation or the current incarnation with the same feeling and the fears. So
Okay.
yes, it might be in your past that you might be having a fear of facing people physically. So that's
Hmm.
what you are facing here right now, in your professional life as well.
Yeah. Okay. And regarding forgiveness, I just want to share with you. Like after our forgiveness session, recently a incident happened. One of my friend, she didn't invite me for the Christmas party, which she
Mhm.
hosted it. But later on, when I met her, then without me asking, she was giving some reasons that was okay.
Mhm.
But obviously at the back of my mind I was feeling like she didn't invite me for the party. So in the dream, like when I was sleeping, I was getting these thoughts in my mind, and slowly I also got a voice saying, let it go, nothing to worry. It doesn't nothing happens if she invites you or not invites you. So there is no loss, no gain for you, you just forget it. And then slowly, like my mind got relaxed, and then I'm back into the deep sleep. So all these things happen because of your session on the
Thank you.
forgiveness. Yes.
Thank you so much. Thank
I'm
you.
really
Thank you.
I could experience the difference, like forgiving just like that, or forgiving with a grace. There is a difference. Like now I
Yes.
don't even feel even a 0.1% like she didn't invite me. I just forgive with a love. So there is lot of difference. Now if I meet her also, I do not have that hesitation that I shouldn't talk to her or anything. My feeling towards her is always same. So
Wow.
thank you so much. I
Wow.
I
Wow.
could really like during that sleep when the thoughts were coming, my toes were like crumbling, my hands were freezed. I was in so much of fears or anger. Then with these words, immediately my body got relaxed. This is something which is
Great.
really it happened for me. I mean,
Wow.
for the first time, I could say. And thank you so much for those sessions.
Thank
It's
you.
really helpful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm so grateful. Thank you so much. Thank you, Lakshmi. Thank you so, so, so very much. Thank you.
Yes. And the mind is so peace and calm. The heart is so feeling so good. So at the end of that life, we need this one peace.
Thank
And
you. Yes.
yeah,
Yes, you
thank you.
do. You do.
Yes, sure. Yes, I'll
Thank
try
you,
to
Lakshmi.
implement this fear also.
Yes.
I hope these sessions are recorded so I can hear again and again.
Yeah, I'm grateful to Swapna ji, who's there with me, who's recording these sessions, because the past 2, 3 sessions I could not record because I'm not a tech savvy person at all, and I don't know how to do that. So she
Hmm.
offered her help, and that was really very sweet of her. And she is there, even if there's so many guests around her, but she is taking care of the session. Yes, so the session is going to be recorded.
Yes, yes. It's really helpful for us to listen here again and again because we can learn more things. Like
Thank you,
with current state of understanding, I would have understood a little bit, but when I hear it again, I might understand more. Thank you so
thank you,
much. Yeah.
thank you so much, Lakshmi ji. Thank you
Yeah.
so much. So, anyone else who wants to share or ask, you can share your experience as well. Okay, so nobody wants to come forward. It's okay. I know it's a lot to process right now. Probably you are all in a thinking mode, I think, or are you all are in a sleeping mode, I think. So either of the two is happening right now. So yeah, so what I can request you is that please do not be afraid of any fear. So just look in the eye of the fear and just say that, yeah, I'm going to take care of it. So that kind of an attitude you should have towards the fear. And this is what you have to teach your kids as well if you are a parent. So don't be afraid of any kind of a fear, because fear is just an emotion which is a very powerful and a very strong emotion that is there in your life to teach you something. So don't be afraid of the fear. It is there to teach you something. It just gives you an opportunity to work on yourself, to work on, where the source wants you to work on to. So please don't be afraid and scared of any kind of a fear. This is what I can tell you on this full moon today. So let go these fears today on the full moon. So keep this intent today while you meditate again, because it's a full moon night. So, if you meditate, just keep an intent and do, with lots of gusto and enthusiasm. And after that, you will see that after some time, because it's a gradual process, always remember, try to be gentle with yourself. So, gradually you will see that you will be able to let go of one fear at a time. You'll be able to let go of all the fears that you might have had in your life. That's what I did. So, thank you so much for being here with me, for being in this session, for listening to me. I'm grateful to Swapna for being and helping me out. And I'm grateful to Ram sir and Madhu ma'am, who always give me beautiful opportunities to be here on this platform with all of you. And thank you to all my listeners. And thank you and good night and very, very, very happy full moon night to all of you. Just don't forget to take the goddess moon's blessings today. So thank you so much, so much. Namaste, shukran. Thank you, arigato. And I'm going to meet again with you next week. Thank you so much. Shukriya. Good night.
Good night. Namaste.
Thank you, Sharuji. Good night.
Thank you.